So in 2000, when we first moved to Canada, we settled in Coquitlam, BC, where I was put into Maple Creek Middle School. Then Banting Middle School when we moved to Burnaby. The two schools remember me with two different names, though my legal name did not change because no one could properly pronounce my Korean name. So I randomly chose Catherine as my first English name I came up with. But at Banting, I changed my name to Emily because I consider myself an artist, and the most famous artist in Vancouver at the time, I think, was Emily Carr. All these 20 plus years in Canada, everyone recognizes me as Emily, yet my real name have not changed. It's funny fact is, I now live on Maria Street in Montreal, which is a street which is the curve up street from St. Emily. My Korean name is such a beautiful name, Yeji, where Ye is the first syllable of Jesus, in Korean read 예수님, and also the first syllable of the word pretty, which is 예쁘다. And Ji is the first syllable of the word for wisdom, from Chinese characters. So my name my mama gave me means Jesus is wisdom and pretty and wise. And let's be honest, I am not there yet. Yet I see much hope. Because after 30 years of believing in the lies the wicked one told me, how I was ugly, because of which I never allowed myself to look in the mirror with ease, but now I see how perfect and beautiful God designed and created me. This only happened after I read one chapter of Proverbs per day, each and every day, according to a sermon by a pastor. Proverbs contains 31 chapters, so if you read one chapter a day, it'll take you a month. Then I tried it, but with a yearning to learn God's wisdom, so I began reading on my 31st birthday. After reading it all, it had become my 2 years anniversary from my death to life. Rebirth day, since my death from the car accident was on August 5th, 2017, and I had lived a month as a 31-year-old. Then when I went to the washroom and saw myself in the mirror, shock! I was extremely beautiful. I hid myself for a full week without leaving my home. Because if I'm this beautiful, everyone will fall in love with me. What if that person was already married? I would be inciting sin. Soon after, though, I realized that it wasn't my external beauty that he's changed, but my eyes were seeing his love. Because from then on, I can see the beauty that God has created each and every one of us. So I praise God, who's given, in his awesome, perfect love to each and every single person, their very specific beauty. And it turned out that it was I, myself, that was falling in love with every single person. Though a friend was very shocked how small my eyes were and asked me, "Wow, your eyes are so small. Did you know that? And so I said, yes, I know. That is why I was bullied for the longest time in my youth. For my small eyes, and well, it was about my ugly face, but it probably included my small eyes too. Of course, I, who was to look at myself in the mirror every single day, no. Like when I took passport photos and photos for a magazine that I wrote in, the photographer had to change my work, alter my eyes to look acceptable to the viewer's eyes on the computer, because otherwise the camera could notice my eyes. Even now, I am sorry to say that my phone it's a Korean phone, so it has that function where it makes my skin clearer and my eyes bigger. Just a tiny bit. It's not that small. The friend did, a few days later, changed his tone and said, "No, I don't mean that. I meant I don't like girls with small eyes. But someone does." And now I'm thinking, what craziness this fool is talking about? Stop your craziness. Who can you think of who does that? It's just my God-given awesome character that hides my faults and protrudes my beauty. However, I now find them just perfect. He's given me just perfect size of my eye opening for just the right size of the pupil, so they don't look odd or dazed. I am truly amazed at how God created me, ever so perfectly. Though I do have some ancestral sins or other oddities in my genes that gave me stunted pinky fingers, and the shortest tongue, and other body parts I will not mention, I am perfect to carry out His purpose. The furthest my tongue will come out is that's the furthest it'll go. On October 21st, 2020, I found out that Momsies also has the same shortness of tongue. Mystery is solved for that one. But while I can move my tongue like this, and can pronounce foreign words quite efficiently, she can't. So I'm version 2.0. I got Heidi Tongue version 2.0